You are tuning in to the Cigar Guys podcast, where aficionados and newcomers alike gather to explore the vast cigar universe. Meet your host, Alexander Gonzalez, Mark Nikolai, his big little brother Zachary Nikolai, and Jared Burrows. So sit back, light up, and let's get the conversation started. But first, a quick word from our sponsors.
What if every cigar was considered vintage? What if every cigar that we made was that perfect experience? And so that passion drove us to create Sans Pareil, a cigar without equal. The inspiration between Sans Pareil is 100% all about quality. Everything that we enjoy in our cigars, everything from the tasting notes, to the burn, to the aroma, to the way the cigar lights, to the packaging, everything is focused on Sans Pareil cigars. And that's where we came up with our name, Sans Pareil, which is French for without equal, unparalleled. And we take every cigar that we make to that level, making sure that if it isn't something that inspires you to do something more, then it's not part of the portfolio, and that's what drives us every day.
The Cigar Guys podcast is pleased to announce that we're sponsored by Sans Pareil Cigars. Round of applause, everyone. Beautiful. So, very privileged to be working with Sans Pareil Cigars. They are a extremely unique brand in the industry. If you haven't heard of them, if you haven't seen our past couple episodes we've done with Sans Pareil, they focus on creating cigars that are vintage, aged right out of the box. So instead of having some of your favorite cigars and waiting years to kind of get that aged cigar smoking experience, Sans Pareil wants you to have that very same experience, fresh out of the box, ready for you to enjoy. I'm enjoying the Sans Pareil Blue Pyramid with a Criollo 98 wrapper, and the filler and binder for all these are going to be elite selection of Dominican leaves. And cigar is extremely great. What are you smoking, Zach?
I am smoking a Sans Pareil purple.
That's a Bellicosa.
The Bellicosa. It's very good.
And that is
very delicious.
Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper.
Mm.
Blue is going to be mild medium. The Ecuadorian Sumatra is going to be kind of more of a true medium. Jared is enjoying the...
Yeah, Mark and I are enjoying...
We're sharing.
The red... No sharing on this podcast. Or off the podcast.
It's my turn.
We're smoking the Sans Pareil Red Torpedo.
Yeah, that one's got a Ecuadorian Corojo wrapper on that. That's going to be more of a medium to full body smoking experience. But the reason that they're so smooth is they actually don't use Ligero in any of the cigars.
And they're aged for?
A minimum
of
7 years.
7 years.
Until you get to the gold, it's a minimum of 10 years.
So you're telling me I could take one of these cigars, age them for 3 extra years, and
make
I would
it
have
gold.
A gold cigar?
Jeez.
Not entirely, because the gold actually uses a Maduro wrapper. So it's going to be a different smoking experience.
So you're telling me if I deconstruct a base of Maduro and put it on this purple cigar, I would have a gold in 3 years' time?
Kind of. Maybe. Relatively.
All right. Sick.
We could try that.
Going back to the smoothness thing, I was just thinking about this. If someone has never retrohaled before,
yeah,
this would be the perfect cigar to try it on.
I would agree. Especially the blue. The blue is really, really smooth. It's got a little more flavor, I think. More potency.
Yeah, it never burns on a retrohale.
No, it really doesn't.
Do you miss the burn?
Sometimes.
You need to feel pain.
Makes you feel alive.
No, I really enjoy it. I don't miss it at all. But no, super smooth retrohale. And you can really taste all the flavor. They also have the green, which comes in a bunch of different sizes, including one Jared and I had recently, the Diadamas, which is like a 8x52 or something like that. Yeah, go ahead.
I wasn't intimidated by the size. I still smoked it in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 5 seconds, I think.
Yeah, that cigar in that specific size is like super Cuban-esque too.
Yeah.
It's like I would say for me it was more mild. Towards the middle, it picked up. It got more medium in terms of strength,
Yeah.
but super good flavor.
I think Jared's fan base knows this too, but like the thicker the cigar, the better he likes it, you know?
Is that true?
I wouldn't say
Thicker,
the cigar.
longer.
I wouldn't say the cigar was thick, right? I mean, it was 52,
Nah.
right?
Just like
It was like a
size in
52.
general.
I think it was 52. Yeah.
By 8, yeah.
The eight got him excited, I think.
I mean, Sam Pry in general, especially David, gets me very excited. I just think that there's so much to try and so much to do. I mean, what is this, our third Sam Pry 3 days in a row?
I think it's funny because actually, really, we wouldn't have been introduced to David if it wasn't for you.
I don't like bringing up the story, but it's true.
Jared was at a cigar lounge, and this guy came in. I don't know what he was doing. I wasn't there. You probably know better than I do.
I think it was pretty much an empty cigar lounge, and David sat right next to me, and that's how we became best friends.
He tried to sell you, but you actually sold him.
It works out, though. He may be in another state, but we're just as close when we first met, so.
Jared and David have a very special relationship, as we like to say. Yeah, but in all seriousness, we're very excited to be working with Samparai. We're looking forward to seeing them expand as a company, get into some more lounges. Because really, like once you try the cigar, it's phenomenal. You really aren't going to understand it until you actually smoke it. I mean, they've done great at a lot. Like I know a friend of ours that used to work at a cigar lounge in Brickell. I think it was Empire Social. They were killing it over there. They sold like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cigars in the course of a year. So they have their niche market for sure, and they're able to push those cigars. All you gotta do is try them.
I mean, I think if you're in the market of luxury cigars and you want something that's aged, like Samparai is probably the one to go to.
I think so. And two, just to get away from like, you know, a lot of people know Padron, a lot of people know like the Opus X's,
Yeah.
Davidoff. This is something completely different. And we can't get, you know, you can't sell Cuban cigars here. So it's like some of these I would say are comparable to like what a Cuban cigar would be like.
Yeah, I think it's the age that does that.
Yeah. For sure.
You know, back to Opus X, I feel like a lot of them are a little overrated.
How far back are you going? When did we talk about Opus X?
Zach zoned out. I literally just talked about it.
Oh,
No, I agree with Zach. He said back to. Was this like the previous podcast?
No, he just brought it up.
I literally just brought it up.
oh man.
Sorry, Zach. I tried to back you up there.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. Next time, make sure it's this way.
Oh, excuse me. Gosh.
Sorry. I'm just super anal about camera control. But anyway, Zach was disappointed that our Samparai cigars didn't come a week early. So he felt it upon himself to go to the Waldorf for a weekend just so he could feel some sort of luxury in his life. Do you not understand what I'm talking about?
No, I know what you're talking about, but I copied you.
Obviously not.
We're mirror imaged. The only one that's
The first
not
live
is,
fight on the Cigar
your
Guys
phone.
podcast.
Dude, what are you talking about?
What do you mean? What am I talking about?
Yours is on the bottom. All of them are on the top.
Oh, but it's on the left. That's all I looked at.
Okay, but none of them are.
It's mirrored though. We would mirror it because we're mirroring each other.
I see what you're saying, but you're wrong.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying if this was left versus right,
You're saying if it was like a mirror, that's how it would.
like if we split this down the middle,
That's not accurate, though.
No, because the reason like you're so much in Jared's space is because the camera's on this side.
I'm always in
If
Jared's space.
I know, but it's a little worse today. If it was on this side, you would be less in his space.
Oh man, God forbid a man has a hobby.
At least be good at it.
Zach is in my safe space.
I think he
Happy
vacationed
thoughts.
too hard.
Happy thoughts.
He's closing his eyes.
You're
and
witnessing
imagining he's
Zach
back at the
coming
Waldorf.
off cigars and then going back on. It's been too long. We're glad he's here. Quick, finish that one. Have another.
So, what's your question? It
How was the Waldorf?
was good. It was good. Turns out they stopped selling cigars over there about 6 months ago.
What?
I'm going to email the CEO.
As you
As
should.
you should.
I will.
The Waldorf Golf Club, the country club, they still sell cigars. It's a 2-minute walk, right hand side. Can't miss it. most rooms overlook the driving range, which is pretty funny. And hole number 1, I think, which is also very funny because people are warming up. But anyway, yeah, people were smoking. Well, they blamed it on cigars. I think they just took away smoking on the patio in general.
Yeah.
They don't enforce it, but they updated the whole resort. Then people were leaving burn marks on the new furniture. So they took away cigars so they don't sell them anymore.
Are these drunk individuals, you think, or just your average cigarette smoker?
Both, probably.
Can't have anything nice anymore.
A lot of weddings get thrown there. I mean, it's a huge convention center. So pretty relatively priced too.
Drunk guy activities. Well, I wonder what it would look like if I burned a hole in the furniture. Where do I put my
often
cigar?
think about that.
Yeah, you would be the type of guy
I'm like,
to ruin it for the rest of us. There's nowhere to put my cigar.
honestly, if anybody, it would be Jared because he ashes anywhere and everywhere.
Jared ashes anywhere and everywhere except the bowl of the
And I
ashtray.
get no complaints.
That's not true.
You no complaints from who?
That was the first time ever there was a minor complaint.
After 2 years of knowing Jared, I finally said, why don't you actually ash in the bowl? Explain yourself.
It's on camera right now.
It's actually not technically, but what's all this on the rim here?
I just think Jared doesn't know.
Sometimes when you shoot a basket, you make it. Sometimes you don't.
What were you saying?
I lost it.
Anyway.
It's okay. It'll come back.
You know, Jared was at my house one time. You guys know this. Viewers don't. Ashtray right
They
in
don't have
front
to
of
know.
him. And he just ashes all over my patio.
In all fairness, we're outside. It's on a wooden patio with the cracks in between. It fell through the cracks.
It did not bother me.
Was an ashtray readily accessible?
Not in the distance. Not in the distance that was allocated to
It
me.
was like, ugh.
Jared's like, I got to stretch my arm. Damn it.
It was also cold outside.
When was this?
Like December or January, something like that.
Oh, okay. I thought this was recently.
Yeah, there's a lot of context missing in the story. So
What does it cold have to do anything with it?
He's trying to stay bundled up. He's like Mr. Alligator arms.
His arms can't move far from his body or else he loses body heat.
it's true.
Or he's just lazy. But no, cigar is super well constructed.
Oh, yeah. Check out
Always
this
get a
burn I
good
got
ash
going
on
on.
there. Look at that burn.
Can you see it?
Yeah, very even.
Yeah, the only issue I had with the Waldorf though was I didn't have my San Pare.
Aw.
I had
What did you have?
my Macallan Harmony.
Ooh.
I keep wanting to say Hibiki Harmony, but I know. Anyway, it was really good. I was mixing it with my coffee in the morning, hanging out by the pool. Have killer croissants over there.
Really?
Bull and Bear was all right. Like I've been there before and it was great. You've been there, right?
Bull and bear?
Yeah.
No.
The steakhouse in the Waldorf.
Yeah, you forgot to invite us.
Well, I got oysters. This is the only thing that really pissed me off.
Oh, well, let it slide.
Yeah, you're always invited. I did invite you, as a matter of fact.
No, that was last year.
No, I invited you last week on the podcast.
I'll have to rewatch it, I guess.
Yeah, you will. Because you said, we'll come. And I'm like, okay. And you guys never came.
Oh, you meant drive. Oh, okay.
Speaking of steakhouses, I almost went to, we almost decided to go to Burns when we were staying in St. Pete, but we just decided not to because we didn't want to drive.
Okay.
And I was looking at the prices online, and they're actually pretty reasonably priced for a steakhouse.
Yeah, it's just like a normal steakhouse.
Yeah.
Where they get you is the
Drinks.
the drinks in the dessert room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This isn't a common theme here. No one wants to drive. Whatever happened to that?
Yeah.
Zach always wants to drive.
Well, if I had my
Well.
Audi A8L, I'd really want to drive.
Then we could all have Zach drive us.
We could all drive in luxury.
Jared and I could be in the back with the reclined seats. Mark could sit in the front.
I think you should get a TRX.
I was looking at it today.
That would be really cool.
There's no massage seats though. I'm at the point in my life where I need to settle down and relax.
Those massage seats
I'm like getting
in
close
cars.
to retirement. You know what I mean?
Those massage seats in cars suck anyways.
I don't know what car you're thinking of.
Every single one I tried, they all suck.
Well, yeah,
I'd be afraid that if I'm getting a massage while driving, I'd fall asleep.
that's fine. It'll drive
You
you.
wouldn't because it doesn't feel good.
Well, there we go.
It's like you ever sat on those massage chairs
Yes.
and they're not that good.
Then you wake up 5 hours later.
Okay, now imagine that, but just a little bit worse.
Wow.
I don't know. I was having a good time in the back of what could have been Zach's Audi A8.
The back have massage seats.
Yeah.
The back have them too.
Yes, the
Yeah.
back. And they recline.
It's pretty luxury.
And the back reclines. It had its own tablet. You control the whole infotainment
It's
system.
essentially a Phantom Ghost, but with an Audi logo.
Get a Dodge 2500 Mega Cab. Limited. Laramie Limited.
Yeah, because they recline, I think too.
They do recline. And they got massage seats.
Oh. And then we can all have trucks again.
He's been doing some research over here.
And then you'll have a diesel.
It's true, a real one. It's very true. Anyway, at Bull and Bear, I got the Oysters Rockefeller, and they put it in some plate with like some rocks or pebbles on top, and then they put the oysters on top. But I don't know what this manager was like, I don't know what this manager was thinking, but he loved like dry ice and liquid nitrogen and whatever.
Hell yeah.
So everything over there had dry ice and liquid nitrogen. So
Even the oysters?
the oysters come out on this plate and they put like dry ice and water. So it looks like it comes out smoking.
Yeah.
All it did was fucking freeze the oysters. Like I go to take a bite and it's ice cold. I'm like, are you serious?
Yeah, goes to slip the oyster. He's like,
Oh my God, it was ridiculous.
He's chewing them. He's frozen.
Yeah.
Yummy.
I'm like, who thought this was a good idea? Like, I mean, listen,
For some reason, we've gotten to a point in humanity where you bring something out, and if it's smoking, you can charge an extra $20 for it.
I get it. Chili's proved that with the fajitas. You know what I mean? But the issue is Chili's fajitas come out hot. These should come out hot. I had
Rockefeller baked.
they're baked oysters with like spinach and cream or whatever. I had Oysters Rockefeller the night before and at the Boathouse on Disney Springs, and they were a million times better.
Always finds his way at Disney Springs.
The Boathouse is pretty good.
They are pretty. I was shocked. I was quite impressed. They had these filet sliders. I almost got them, but I didn't get them because I thought they would be too plain. It's literally just a filet inside a slider bun.
On dry ice?
No, not dry ice.
Okay.
I got the burrata baked with tomatoes, and it came with the bread on the side. Amazing.
On dry ice?
No dry ice.
It sounds exciting now. We got to go.
Then I got
Together.
a Bull and Bear. I got the oh man, tableside Caesar for two. Total gimmick. $44 for two side salads.
I mean, I could have told you that.
I know, but the Caesar is pretty good though.
I don't remember who was there out of this group, but we went to a lounge one time and they were making dry ice old fashions. Were you there for that? I feel like you would have been there for that.
It sounds like I was there.
I think I was there.
Okay. Yeah, I figured it was three of us.
I don't remember.
So what happened?
There's the answer. No, I just talking about dry ice. I feel like that is one acceptable thing we can use dry ice.
Oh, you're
for.
talking about across the street?
Yeah.
Where they had that cart, that silver cart?
No, that was
Oh.
ice cream.
Oh, okay, never mind.
They were actually putting like dry ice in an old fashioned. I want to say it was like maybe the monkey shoulder ones. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so they make you the cocktail and then it's just smoking for 10 minutes.
It's cool.
Like they use like liquid nitrogen for this ice cream that they would make. They would make the ice cream table side. And it's like, all right, that makes sense. You're using what it's for. Oysters Rockefeller, you're really gonna do that on something that's supposed to be hot?
They should have had something insulated.
They had the rocks. It was so dumb. It looked good, I guess, coming out. I'm like, at this point, I'd rather just get the, I don't know.
There's this new Peruvian place in Lake Mary that has ceviche that comes out with dry ice. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but ceviche's cold.
Where's this?
It was just pretty cool. What?
Where is it?
Right next to
It used to be a BurgerFi, yeah.
Oh, it's funny. I almost went there.
we can go after the show.
And then
I can show you.
And then I went to Agave Azul instead.
Doesn't like F&D's wife own that or something? Or Don Julio's, I think.
Agave Azul?
No, the Peruvian place.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
F&D's wife or Don Julio's wife?
Don Julio.
Don
Yeah,
Julio
yeah,
owns
Don
it.
Julio.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's his wife, but he definitely owns it.
No, he bought it for his wife or something.
It's pretty nice, actually.
Yeah.
Is it Don Julio prices?
I remember. I think so. They're so close.
Everyone wants to get
each
to a
other.
point in their life where they have so much money. They say, you know what, honey, sure, you can have a bakery, no problem. And then they open up a chocolatier in Colonial Park. And is that still there? Actually,
No, I think so.
No, they closed down a while ago.
okay. I figured they had to at some point.
I mean, the one in Winter Park stays busy, but it's because of the area.
It's because it's Winter Park. Ooh, chocolate. Thank you.
Pretty sure it's in a bad spot too.
And
Park
Ave.
Ave.
It's right across the street from Ava.
Oh, I'm thinking of somewhere else then. Oh, I'm thinking of the macaroon place. It's like inside,
Listen,
like deep inside.
macaroon places usually don't do good.
Yeah, macaroons are just
Unless you're in France.
They're overhyped. For the price, it's like, they're okay, I guess.
I don't know. I like them.
I was at a steakhouse in Miami one time called Red something. And they give you
It's a weird
free
name.
macaroons at the end.
Red something.
Nice.
Maybe it was just red.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I know. I wasn't invited, so.
I didn't even know you then.
Sad times, really.
Yeah, when's the last time you been back to Miami?
Me?
Yeah.
It's been a little while.
Yeah.
A couple years.
Did you see that car that we're going to drive you off in at your wedding that I sent?
You gonna get it?
Yeah, the 6x6.
Get it, please. That's in Tampa?
No, it's in Miami.
That
It flew straight from Dubai.
would have been cool.
There's what is it? There's 100 made. This is one out of 100. It's straight from Dubai down to Miami. I'm going to call him up. I'm going to see if he could deliver it.
Probably mad expensive.
We could just keep it on
He's-
theme with Mark and get him like the 606 truck instead. Instead of the actual like Mercedes truck, like an actual truck, like a Dodge. Because now he's a Dodge boy.
If you give me a 1995 square body Ford lifted, that'd be cool.
I could get that.
My wife wouldn't like it, but I would.
Listen, at some point you got to say, listen, this is my wedding too. I want this one thing.
Listen, here's
On a shitbox 95 Ford.
this is what I was thinking though, right? Like we get the 6x6 G-Wagon surrounded by two matte blacked out cyber trucks driving it around
Yeah, that would be
with
cool.
Albanian flags everywhere.
That'd be sick.
Can we also have the band loaded up in the back so they're playing music as they're being driven away?
Yeah. I think I like that.
What do you think, Mark?
I'm down.
Down for
Mark's
anything.
always down
Yeah.
and everything.
Always down.
It could be 3 a.m. in the morning. I text Mark, let's go to Blood and Barrel.
All right, now we're pushing it.
What's
I like smack like, aren't they closed?
what's the Mexican cartel's name? What's a or big cartel's name?
I don't know. Never heard of it.
I hired 2 ex-MS-13s to guard the wedding.
Pause.
Technically, Blend and Barrel is open 24 hours a day. It's called the Boardroom.
That's very true.
There you have it, Mark. Validated.
There's no excuses now. What are you going to say?
Jared's not a member.
Or I haven't invited you to the boardroom.
That'd be messed
Next
up.
time, reply to my 3 a.m. text.
Where's the
and,
invite? Get out of here. Get out of here, bro. You've been so bad at texting. I text you COD at like 10 p.m. You're like, sorry, I fell asleep. I'm sorry. At 10?
I'm just texting you back exactly what you texted me. you said I fell asleep
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, but you responded in the morning.
because I was asleep.
Yeah. You didn't wake up?
That same night, he texted me at like 3 a.m. saying, "You up?" Question mark.
That's kind of, yeah.
It was not the same night.
It's pretty pissed off. I actually broke my computer that night.
So you're forced to go back to PS5, 4.
No, I bought a PS5 and just broke it too because I was pissed. Although I thought about buying a PS5 just because my membership renewed on my PlayStation Plus. I forgot to cancel it.
Yeah.
I was paying for that for a while. I didn't realize.
Were you really?
Yeah.
It sucks. What was your gamer tag? Anyway, yeah, auto renewed, and it warned me too. It was like, hey, your thing's gonna renew in a week, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'll cancel it later today. Next thing you know, it's like it renewed.
Yeah, you woke up and it's like, well, I guess I'm still playing.
This is where procrastination bites you in the ass. If it
wasn't
takes less than 5
procrastination.
minutes,
I was busy.
I was too busy to open my email and cancel it.
I don't do any other work during my working hours, so I could have deniability.
And now he has video testimony saying it.
You know what would have calmed you down? A Samurai cigar.
That's true.
Wow.
That is very true.
I thought he was going to be like ashwagandha or some TikTok thing or something.
I'm not brain rotted like you.
Yeah, if you mix ashwagandha with a little bit of magnesium and then you get a B12 shot every day, yeah, dude, you'll be calm. Calm and collective.
Oh,
Collected.
And focused.
focus-ive.
You'll be so precise with the articulation of your words when you take this.
Okay, that sounds great and fantastic, but have you ever tried nicotine? Preferably in the form of a cigar.
Let me think about it.
They should make cigar flavored Zens.
Ew.
What about a Zin flavored cigar?
Now that is truly something.
I do want to talk about a quick story. How Jared and I got sabotaged by a brand of cigars.
Oh, yeah. Losers.
I'm gonna be
That's what you
quiet.
get. See, that's what you get. Remember when you tricked me about that flavored cigar? That's what happens.
Yeah.
So,
karma.
are you saying someone fucked us?
I'm just saying they weren't forefront or forthcoming with the exact details of the cigar that we were sent, which was only 2, by the way. So in my selfishness of not sharing with Mark and Zach and keeping it for myself, I also suffered simultaneously.
Yeah, but what would you have done? Ask for 2 more or cut those 2 in half? Make 4.
No, let's be honest. I'm smoking it.
Hot dog or hamburger style?
Hot dog.
Ooh.
1 hot dog and the other one hamburger.
Interesting.
So we had a brand of cigars, Outcast cigars. And I read the blend, and it was, like a hybrid wrapper of something Brazilian wrapper, like Dominican
It sounded
filler. It sounded fantastic.
But there's a missing detail.
Nowhere on no website, no article, the pieces of paper that we got, nothing I could find.
No warning
said
label on the
anything
box.
about the fact that I put the cigar in my mouth and said, is that lipstick? Sure enough, the cigar is at the very least sweet tipped, and I believe is like pipe tobacco or something, because it wasn't like flavored like an acid cigar. Like, it wasn't infused, but it was definitely like sweet, not, like a normal cigar.
So now we know you don't like chocolate flavored lipstick.
That's the thing too. The flavor notes are like chocolate, cedar, and hay. I'm like, my wife's lipstick, some leftover creme brulee. Like, I was just like, what is going on? So I don't get why. I don't get what the purpose of hiding it is. Like, just be honest about what it is.
And the hay thing's kind of wild too.
I think someone was just trying to play a practical joke on us.
Well,
It worked.
It was us and like hundreds of other people, probably.
Doesn't say it on the website?
Dude, nowhere does it say it.
It's interesting.
I guess the hint should have been that it was a Miami Cigar project, which produces Tatuaje and a bunch of other crap.
I don't know why.
No offense.
I feel like I heard of the PCA that was going to be their non-flavored line.
So maybe they're meaning like it's not the artificially infused ones, but it's like naturally flavored.
Maybe. That doesn't count though.
Not in my book. especially when you literally just taste it without lighting it or anything. It's just like straight, and it's not even like a Saka's Brulee Blue. Obviously, it's got like a sweet tip on it.
It's not.
No,
That's not what he says.
Saka. Don't care. Obviously, it has a sweet tip on it. At least I can enjoy that cigar. This one was like, no, I wasn't having it. Well, I lit it too, and Shai was like, "Ooh, like, what is that?" I was like, "Can you smell it?" He's like, "Yeah, it smells like pipe tobacco." I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
You know, it's funny. I'm not really a fan of like pipe tobacco cigars.
no,
Even
the
Sakas.
Stillwell, yeah,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
me neither." But I'll smoke a pipe with pipe tobacco.
Yeah, right. It tastes different in a pipe.
Yeah. It's meant to be in the pipe. It's meant to stay in the pipe and not be in my cigars.
At the end of the day, it was a gift. We accept gifts. It was free. Cost $0. It was a cigar. It did have tobacco. The right tobacco? Questionable. Flavor? Definitely questionable. Sweet tip? I'm sorry. I was wrong.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed by that.
You
But-
didn't you didn't finish the cigar.
I didn't. It's just gonna be honest with you guys. I'm sorry, it's not for me. There's plenty of people out there that would probably enjoy that cigar, but
Jared also did not finish it.
and that's saying a lot.
You also-
Jared smoked a whole acid cigar on the podcast before.
I don't think people have seen that episode because it
Episode
doesn't.
5. Maybe part 2. I don't quite remember, but it's episode 5. I think it was a tobacco and then an acid cigar, if I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure it was a dare, and I never give up. So there's that.
Fair enough.
Also, an episode I have to rewatch, just to clarify.
Yeah.
I was smoking a cigar the other day and it was like canoeing really bad. And it was weird because like one side wasn't lighting up like at all.
I hate when that happens.
Jared's like, "You keep going." I was like, "Never give up."
He did push through. I actually really respect you for that.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. Like, you just cannot light the wrapper at all.
Yeah, it was not lighting. Like I hit it with a torch a couple times, not going. Kept on correcting it. So finally I cut it and lit it again and it was still doing it.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta aim the torch right down the center, burn all the insides up, and just let it happen. Just smoke straight filler and binder.
Well, half of the binder was smoking.
At least the filler was.
The problem is the cigar he was smoking, we all loved.
Oh, really?
So I don't want to name it.
Yeah, I don't
okay.
want to name
I
it.
don't name
either.
it. It's really good.
So it was a fluke for
It was
sure.
a fluke, yeah. And he couldn't return it because it was given to us.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I don't want to name them.
It's like a glitch in the matrix. So
That's unfortunate.
Now, if it's a cigar we didn't like, I would definitely name drop it.
Yeah, like the Outcast cigar.
Exactly.
I'll tell you what, I felt outcasted that day for sure.
yeah,
I felt so out of my element.
it's almost like they knew to give only 2. Be very vague.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay. They got a picture out of it before I smoked it.
Yeah. It's crazy. We've had like plenty of Samprais right now. We still have yet to get a single burn issue.
No, it's true.
The only burn I got is the fact that I thought David would be here in May. Here we are, almost the end of May.
Yeah, and I smoked one from after the PCA that was probably a little dried out, and I still didn't get one.
No burn issue.
None.
Self-correcting cigar.
That's true. I've tested it. I've kept mine in my car on the Florida heat for about 4 weeks
4.
That is a true story for sure.
after PCA, and smoked one at Blend and Barrel. Right? Is that where we were at when I smoked the gold? Where did I smoke the gold at?
Corona.
That was Corona.
Oh, at Corona.
Really? That was all dried out?
I mean, it wasn't dry, but it was good.
Meaning you left it in your car though for
I
like
did
4
leave it in
weeks?
my car,
That the burn was perfect. Ash held on.
I know.
How did it taste?
It tasted great.
Dang.
You know what I think it is? I think their wrapper is really thick. So I think it holds it together really well.
Plus the oil is in it.
Yeah.
I do believe the story because one time I opened Zach's trunk and I'm just like, dude, I gave you this cigar. And it's just sitting in the back of your trunk. It was a different cigar, but
That you saw, I'm pretty sure it was you. Someone, or maybe it was you, Mark. Someone saw that cigar
I saw it.
in my cup holder on my
He didn't slap
passenger side door. And was like, how long has it been here? I'm like, oh, I just put it in here.
couldn't even admit it. Oh, I think it was a Gold Star I found in your trunk. I'm like, dude, are you serious? This is a good cigar.
Yeah. They're on my humidor now,
It was
though.
either a Gold Star or Red Anchor. I don't
Mark
remember.
could vouch for that. He looked in my humidor the other day.
It's pretty full. I will say
Always
Zach
full.
doesn't.
Smoke cigars.
Zach would get cigars and put them in his humidor and then forget about them and go to the shop and buy a cigar.
That's very true.
And then 2 years later, we're at the beach and he's like, hey guys, I got all these cigars if you want some.
Well, what happens is anytime I go on a trip, I bring a bunch of cigars, whether it's a beach or like, you know, I don't know, the Waldorf or wherever we go. But then, yeah, if I'm going to the lounge, it's like I'll mean to grab one and forget it, but I'm only bringing one, so it's easy to forget. And then I'm like, I'll just buy it. And sometimes I bring it and I'm like, I don't want to smoke this, so then I buy one anyway.
Yeah. I think me and Alex bought Zach aged Cubans for his birthday, and I bet you they're still in his humidor.
No,
Like 2 years ago.
I think I smoked them. Yeah,
Yeah. That was a little sampler pack of Cuban cigars.
I might have that 98 one still,
Oh, yeah.
but
I feel like we would have known about that one.
yeah. I couldn't remember because I think I thought about smoking it at your wedding or something that we did.
So what cigar are you guys going to get me for my wedding?
You're gonna get you know what actually, you know what you're gonna get? You're gonna get the first cigar that you've ever smoked on camera.
Acid cigar.
An acid cigar.
Yeah.
That AI video?
The AI wasn't a thing back then. It was called machine learning back then.
Yeah, but we knew Jared, and Jared, was working on some secret Google
We
tech.
didn't know Jared back then.
Look, you
Mark
guys-
did know me first, but it's okay.
Too late.
It's okay. We're Eskimo brothers when it comes to acid cigars. It's okay.
Mark's only deniability is that the place that he was smoking it at closed down.
And also, we went in there and we asked him for recommendation, and he's like, "Oh, these acids are great." You remember that?
And you believed him.
I didn't get an acid. Don't look at me. I knew what I was getting.
You remember that? Tossing the blame. Tossing the blame.
Look, I don't know why you guys are mad at me right now. If it wasn't for me, we wouldn't have these Samurai cigars.
I'm not mad. Okay, take
Think
that.
about it, think about it, think
Take
about-
that back.
Think about the line, right?
David, are you hearing this right now? Take that back.
Think about the whole concept of everything, right? On what was and what could have been. You know what I mean?
So just take a hypothetical example, completely made up, and think about that.
It's all about the butterfly effect. If I never met Jared, Jared would have never met David.
That's true.
You know what?
This is true. Butterfly
Dang.
effect is real.
Dang.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If that one day I
I'm
didn't
not
see,
going to feed this nonsense.
But to be fair, if Zach didn't bring you to Corona that one day and sit down with us and really get you into cigars, you wouldn't be there to meet Jared. So really, it's Zach.
wow.
And actually, I'll take it a step further. If it
Even
wasn't for
further.
me
Oh my!
that introduced Zach to cigars, introduced
Like
you to
styling-
cigars, to meet Jared, to meet David, this would never happen.
Yes.
So you're
yes.
welcome.
You're right. You are right. But if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have had food to grow up because we had Giovanni's, right? So then you never would have met me because you would have been starved to death.
You know, I didn't go to Giovanni's once in my life until I met you. So
Yeah, that's
Out
what
of
you
respect.
say. I don't know. That's what you say.
you mean that pizza shop that no one knows about because it's buried next to Timucuan? Never heard of it.
That one now, yeah. Well, now it's a different name. So
I still think it all boils down to me. I go to the cigar bar one day and I see this guy looking lonely, kind of sad. I go up and talk. I sit at the bar next to him, start talking to him. He starts telling me how he's from California. He loves California. And
Communist.
yeah, things went on from there.
So short-sighted.
Interesting.
Still young.
I don't remember that night at all.
I remember it vividly because Mark comes home and is like, Zach, I made a new friend.
Oh man.
I actually think we got pretty drunk that night because
Yeah, you did.
You did text us. You're like, yo, I met this guy Jared or something. Like, it's pretty cool. I think that was it.
I remember when Mark was like, if you buy me another shot, I'll give you my number.
Oh.
and then he bought me a shot, and here we are.
Although I do think Jared asked for Mark's number.
I don't remember, to be honest.
I remember.
That's the only thing he remembers. His memory is just he arrives, blacks out, gets his number,
Listen,
and blacks out again.
Actually, I think I remember when we exchanged numbers. We were getting hammered in Corona, and then we decided to go to Graffiti Junction and got even more hammered. We're like, all right, let me know when you get home safe.
So let me tell you
It
what
was
happened.
his excuse to get my number.
Let me tell you what
Jared's like, I never thought about leaving Corona.
They both So Jared's in there drinking alone, you know. Mark walks in and Ivy, you know, comes like, "Oh, hey Mark," like whatever. And she's like, "Hey Mark, go sit next to that guy. He's buying everyone drinks." Mark's like, "Free drinks?" You know, like, what's the catch? And then, you know,
found out.
I mean, Jared's followers know what he likes, but anyway, so Mark got free drinks. Yeah, and that's it.
So it always comes down to that. You tell Mark free, and he's like, "I'm there."
See, it comes back to us too. You know why? If they never would have went to Graffiti Junction, because of us, which we, you know, so if they never went to Graffiti Junction, it never would have happened. We never would have seen him again. He would have moved back to California.
Is that true?
Nah. But I'm glad he asked for my number, you know.
I think he asked for my number.
The amount of Nikolai numbers I have now, just,
Too many.
yeah.
You just open the group chat. You're like, "Here we go." Speaking of, did you fill out the form?
What?
Exactly.
Form.
Yeah, the form you created.
Oh yeah, he did actually.
Oh, you did? Well,
Yeah,
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else.
I moved him up to number 2 just
you
to piss you off.
Am I still highlighted?
Were you
What are you talking about?
This is why I don't
for
believe
your
he's on
for your
there.
bachelor thing?
Uh,
He is on there.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
The Google Doc.
Should you pull it right now?
You should.
Yeah, pull it up. I'm pretty sure you're on there.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna send a text saying if you don't reply by this day, then consider not coming.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
Oh, okay.
Who's running this?
Mark's like, you're running out of time. He sends a text. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. I got an actual job.
Listen, if a girl asks Zach to schedule something, he does it instantly, right? If a guy asks
That's the
Zach,
thing, though. No. It has nothing to do with like women, men, whatever. If I plan something and it's a lot of fun for anyone, it's always like last minute. I understand this can't be last minute. I could keep some things last minute.
You weren't there, were you?
No.
See? I know what I'm talking about. Jared wasn't on the list. Am I still highlighted?
Were you not there? I could have sworn you were there.
Exactly. Because you didn't know I was highlighted. That means you haven't looked at it in like 2 days.
No, I have because when I sent out the second text.
What does a highlight mean?
VIP. Very important.
What's it really mean?
It means I just clicked highlight and highlighted my name.
Oh.
Because someone made their name bold. I think it was Roberto. And then I was like,
I noticed that too.
I'm going to one-up him.
I put custom macros in there to get the formatting for the phone numbers right. And then like some people manually formatted it. I'm like, it's expecting a certain format.
Oh, I noticed that. Yeah.
I should have took into account all the, see, this is like, this is why we need beta testers, right? You got to take into account every possible possibility.
We have a beta tester right here.
he's an alpha tester.
He's an alpha creator.
It's true.
Jared hates beta testers because they tell him his code is wrong. Luckily, I don't code, so
Well,
I love him.
ChatGPT told me this. Copilot told me this.
Like, my code compiled. Yeah, but you didn't get any functionality from it.
It worked.
If you want to call it that.
Damn.
These damn software engineers.
Should we let another color or?
Anyway, congratulations to us.
No. Congratulations to Samparai
For choosing us.
for the privilege to be a sponsor of the Cigar Guys podcast.
You don't let me finish.
Beautiful.
I was going to say congratulations to Samparai for making such a well-constructed aged cigar.
Well put.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Congratulations to us for allowing Samparai to be on our podcast.
It's a very short list.
Yeah. That's it.
That is it. And more to come in the coming months. I promise you that. But
Yep. Next time we'll have David on.
smoking Super Lanceros. It's happening.
3-hour podcast.
And he already said he's giving one away to our followers.
You can't take that back. It's on video. It's on YouTube.
It's on video.
That was such a spur of the moment thing. I wonder if he's like, shit.
We cut the camera. He's like, I'm not doing a giveaway. We are actually giving away some Samparai cigars. So there's going to be 2 lucky winners. Keep an eye out for the posts on Instagram at the Cigar Guys. And 2 of you are going to be privileged to try a Samparai cigar.
I can't wait to use all my fake accounts to win that cigar.
What address should I send it to?
Oh, I got a P.O. box.
No P.O. boxes allowed.
I was like, that's weird. This P.O. box is in like Mary.
You will be you will be background checked. Yeah, if I get an address that's like within 10 minutes of my house, I'm gonna be like, hey, let's meet up.
I come over with like a fake mustache on top of my mustache.
That's funny.
No,
All
but
right.
see, this is where you guys don't pay attention to things, right? Because I have a P.O. box that's linked to my other P.O. box that's linked to my one back in Lake Mary.
So it's just forwarding.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You ever heard of call forwarding?
Mail forwarding?
Mail forwarding.
I did that before.
Yeah, I feel like that's just a common thing.
It might be. You didn't know about it. I could still trick you. I'm going to put mine in like Illinois or something.
Then it comes right back to like Mary somehow.
No, it's like, hey guys, I gotta fly out to Illinois for the weekend. For what? Work on a Saturday? You're flying back the same
Well,
day.
technically, if it gets, I wonder if like it gets to the Illinois box, if it's going to tell you in the tracking information that it moves different boxes. I'm sure it does, but
That's a good
I don't
question.
know.
It's actually a good idea.
so our headquarters should really be anywhere.
Well put.
So what are they winning in the giveaway?
I told you, it's 2 winners. They're each going to get a Samparai cigar.
Which color?
TBD.
Random.
TBD. Yeah, you're going to have to wait till the post. I can't give away too much information.
Just trying to get people excited.
I'm
Well,
excited.
I mean, regardless of which one you're going to get, you should be excited.
Good answer.
I'm excited right now.
What color would you want to win if you won
You already
the
know.
giveaway?
A red Super Lancero.
TBD.
That doesn't exist yet.
When this comes out, it should.
I really think his gold Super Lancero should have got more attention at the PCA.
Well, you guys are smoking them all, so
That's what we should do. I should be like, listen, next year, you just need to have us sitting at a table in the corner smoking the Super Lancero so that people can be like, oh my God, what's that? And they'll be like, oh, this? Like, and then we'll be like, oh, so good. This is like the best cigar ever, which probably is.
I bet you if we walked around with it, smoking it, people would have stopped us.
Yeah. And then we could be like, oh,
especially when you turn, you're actually whacking people. Like, oh, sorry, you ran
did
into my
you just
cigar.
hit my ash?
Exactly.
All right, you have to go visit the booth now.
Send them back there. Increase the sales. Make it happen.
Exactly. That's just what we do. We make things happen.
Alrighty. Until next time.
And you say, I always cut it early, huh? Oh, this guy over
man.
here.
Wow. I felt that one. Did you?
Are we done?
Oh, yeah.
You feel it
we
now,
got
Mr. Krabs?
Until next time.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Cigar Guys podcast. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all the latest episodes. Looking for short form content? Check out all our social media accounts in the description below. And now, a final word from our sponsors.
What if every cigar was considered vintage? What if every cigar that we made was that perfect experience? And so that passion drove us to create Sans Pareil, a cigar without equal. The inspiration between Sans Pareil is 100% all about quality. Everything that we enjoy in our cigars, everything from the tasting notes to the burn, to the aroma, to the way the cigar lights, to the packaging, everything is focused on Sans Pareil cigars. And that's where we came up with our name, Sans Pareil, which is French for without equal, unparalleled. And we take every cigar that we make to that level, making sure that if it isn't something that inspires you to do something more, then it's not part of the portfolio, and that's what drives us every day.